The path to the NHL Stanley Cup is nearly through its first leg, as round one of the playoffs is coming to a close, while the excitement of round two is approaching. I'm here with our hockey experts, Jake Sotir and Tim Kraus, to break down all that's happened. And guys, the one thing that's happened that is having a lot of hockey experts around the league shaking their heads is the destruction of the Vancouver Canucks. Jake, I'm going to start with you. What is wrong with the Canucks?
Well, first of all, the Sharks are just out-muscling the Canucks, just straight up. The Sharks have one of the best forechecks in the NHL, and they're proving it. They are playing a physical brand of hockey, and we know the two things that help you out in the NHL postseason, help you win series, are good goaltending and physical play. The Sharks are beating the Canucks up, and that's what's helping them out.
Absolutely. I could not agree with you more. The physical play is huge. Also, the goaltending, as you mentioned, Antti Niemi is simply outplaying Corey Schneider and Roberto Longo. Who would have thought that was going to happen entering the series? Also, the Vancouver Canucks are taking stupid penalties. Yep. They gave the Sharks 8 power plays in Game 3. 8. The Sharks converted 3 of them. They won the game by 3 goals.
Just mindless penalties, too, like Henrik Sedin, high-sticking
no
off the
reason
face-offs.
to do that.
Stupid
No
penalties
reason
like that,
at
absolutely,
all. This team's in trouble. They're going home.
Canucks definitely playing themselves out of the playoffs right now. This series could be a sweep. In fact, many people are predicting it to be so. But a couple other series around the playoffs can go deep. We're talking Game 7 deep. Tim, which series do you think has the best potential to get to a 7th?
2 series going to 7 games. The first one I like, Rangers versus Capitals. This has been a great series so far. Washington took the first 2 in D.C. Rangers coming back home last night at Madison Square Garden, win 1. These are 2 teams that are so evenly well matched. I like this series to go all the way. And at the end of the day, I have the Rangers winning it. Because Brandon Holtby is the only reason why the Washington Capitals won the first 2 games. I don't like him. He's not as good as Henrik Lundqvist. You can't pick against Lundqvist in Game 7. The other series, I have the Detroit Red Wings and the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. The Ducks, excuse me. This is
wish they were still the Mighty Ducks.
Wish they were. This is another evenly matched series. Both teams are playing really well. I think it'll go 7, but the Ducks are just too good.
Jake, who do you got?
Well, much like you, I have the Caps and Rangers going to 7 games. But here's the thing. The Rangers and Caps have met in each of the past 3 postseasons. The Rangers have only won 1 of those games at the Verizon Center. So I do like the series going to 7 games. But if it goes to 7 games and goes back to D.C., I like the Caps to take the series against the Rangers. The other series that I have going to 7 is the Blues and the Kings. Both these teams have won both of their games at home, and they both have great, outstanding goaltenders. The games in this series have been very low scoring. So I think the series will end up going back to St. Louis. And then you'll see the Blues do what they do. They win at home, and they'll take Game 7.
I got to disagree with that pick. Not only do I don't think that's going 7 games, I think the Kings are going to win it in 6.
Really?
They are really hot right now.
Wow.
They dominated 2 games in L.A. I got to go with the Kings.
Well, it's exciting stuff to say the least, no matter how deep these series go. And as we look ahead through the rest of the playoffs, let's talk about more excitement. Round 2 exciting matchup that you are looking forward to the most, Jake.
Well, this might be a little bit of wishful thinking, and some stuff has to happen in order for it to occur. I would love to see a Boston-Montreal matchup.
Absolutely.
In order for that to happen, though,
Absolutely.
the Rangers and the Canadiens both have to come back from 2-1 deficits to take their series. But listen, you see the Senators and Canadiens series, what it's like right now, the brawl the other night. Triple that, and that's what you'll get with the Boston-Montreal series. The playoff atmosphere is outstanding when these 2 teams meet. I would love to see them play.
One of the best rivalries in hockey. I would love to see that. I just think there's too much for that to happen. Yep. I'm going to go with one of the matchups we pretty much know already, and that's the Chicago Blackhawks versus the San Jose Sharks. The Sharks, as we talked about earlier, shocking everybody, dominating Vancouver. That's just going to be a great matchup. You have the Blackhawks, the President Trophies winner, the best team in the regular season, their skill versus a Sharks team that's really on their last run. This could be Joe Thornton and Patrick Marleau's last chance of winning a cup. So they're really desperate. It's going to be a great series.
One interesting note about that series, the Sharks are one of the best power plays in the NHL. The Blackhawks power play, not good right now.
No, it's not. So that would be exciting. I can't wait for it, guys. We'll have to see what happens as round 2 approaches. But it's time for another intermission. But fantasy sports fans, listen up. Joe's going to be back to give you advice on some of the most interesting players in your league now that the first month of the MLB season is in the books. Stay with us.